What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. This is a quick video I wanted to make because I wasn't able to find any resources online on how to install rear speakers on a T100. I'm sure there's a lot of similar models with this back door, but this particular one is a 97 T100. It's got the crew cab. It's a V6, doesn't matter, but yeah, it has cutouts for the back speakers. It looks like there's speakers in there, but there are not. Let me show you what I mean. So back here, see if we can get enough light in here. We have those little cutout looking things, but they don't pop out. Like the front ones pop out easy and you could just install the speaker that way. They do not. And these back panels are kind of intense to get out. They look intense. But I was able to do the other side today in about an hour, but I didn't know anything, so hopefully this will be a lot quicker. We're going to try to smash it out in about 20 minutes and show you guys how to put rear speakers in your T100. So let's go. So by the way, what we're going to use for this is we're going to use a 6.5-inch speaker. I'll link these in the description. These are Kicker. These are super good sounding speakers. These actually came out of my WRX. Had an amazing sounding sound system, so I pulled these out so I can put them in here. And then once we get in there, you'll notice that it doesn't even have like a mounting hole or spot for a speaker. It's just empty space, which is, I wish they would have put something, a metal frame or something, but that's all right, because I had 2 extra of these when I went to pull these speakers out and I put speakers in the front. These wouldn't fit, so what happened was these were extra, and these actually came in really handy because the back doesn't have any cutout or any insert or anything for speakers. It's just empty space. This actually, I'll link this in the description as well, fits perfectly in there. You do have to rig it. You have to screw it on there, but it actually fits perfect. It's not wiggly at all. I'll show you when we get in there, but I just wanted to point out that you'll need a speaker. I'm using 6.5. This frame, and then besides that, a screwdriver, a 14mm socket, and a trim removal tool, and I believe that's it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove our trim here. Start right here. Just pop this guy off. So regular screws, 4 of them. We grab our trim removal tool, and we're going to pop this dude off. I'll also link this trim removal tool if you don't have a set in the description. I've had this set for a long time, they work well. So we're just going to come in here. Get this out of the way. Then we're going to get in here and we're going to grab, this video is going to be a little tight. It's kind of hard to see what's going on here, but we're going to get this one out too. And this is really just so when we get here, we can wire it. These are going to need to be out of the way anyway. This guy right here. So some of this might be a little hard to see. It's a really weird angle, but we're going to do our best here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop off these up here because there's bolts up there. So we're going to pop off those trim pieces. They're kind of hard to see that it's trim, but you kind of just pop it off. Same thing with this one. This one pops up from underneath. We go. So these are both 14mm. So we're going to come in here. Yeah. It hadn't been moved in a while. Also 14. This one has a little plastic piece inside, so you got to be careful so it doesn't fall in. There we go. Here we go. I'll show you exactly what I mean. So this little plastic piece here could have easily fallen into the door. So just keep that in mind with this one. Put this to the side for now. These just pop right out. Oops. even need to move that one. And this is a little trim piece right here with 2 screws behind it. Let's see. Two thicker screws. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and push this whole window out and push this on the other side just so it's out of the way. And now we're going to get our trim removal tool. Oh, we forgot this guy right here. So this upper one, we don't really have to pop it all the way off, just enough to get this piece out. And then we're going to go take our trim removal tool and we're going to start working this. And so for me, I removed this back part. You may or may not have to in your case, but I did on the other side. And it's just 3 screws that holds the back part on and then a trim piece. So it's pretty easy to remove. It's probably easier just to get it out of the way. And then we're going to, here we go, it's off the top. Pop the bottom off. And now what we're gonna do, so we don't have to completely detach the seat belt, is we are going to, oh, there's one more down here I forgot. There's a little piece of plastic, little trim, this little guy right here at the bottom. So now that it's off, we can kind of shimmy it out. Oh, looks like we got a cable over here. And we're kind of just going to leave it out of the way. Oops. And we're kind of just going to tilt it out of the way down here so we don't have to completely remove the seatbelt and everything. But that gives us plenty of access to right here. So this is what I'm talking about, where there's nothing, there's no sort of speaker mount or anything, just a piece of plastic. But with our pieces of trim here, what we're basically going to do is we're going to mount it. And again, I know this is rigged, but it worked very good on the other side, not shaky at all. We're going to mount it something like this because the hole here is right about, it's in the middle and towards the back. So right about here. It doesn't have to be perfect either. Pretty close. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some self-tapping screws and we're going to screw this in right here. And that's pretty much our mold for holding it. So. So you now actually, you can see it's almost like perfect, like it's perfectly locked in. So what I did is I went on this screw hole on the other side. And then I put one more right here, kind of where this seam is, so it's not bulging out at all, so it's really flush. A little extra support as well. And there we go. It's in there. It's very sturdy. It's not going anywhere. It works really well, honestly. I was surprised how good it fit on the other side. So now we're going to mount our 6.5-inch speaker. All right, so we got our speaker in. And now we're just going to screw this into the frame here. Again, it's a little bit rigged, but actually works really nice. Get a couple of them in here. And that's like, that's in there good, that's secure. It's not falling out, it's not bouncing out. And now all we're really gonna do is the same thing in reverse. First we're gonna wire this kind of up and through. Back. So once we get to here, it's got these little trim parts here, little connectors. You just pop right out, and this will allow us to kind of jam this up under here, so we don't have any problems with putting the trim back on, or the door panel or anything. So putting that back on. And now once we get to here, we have a couple options as far as wiring it through to the radio. Back here, this is open. It's really easy to go into, so you could take out this and kind of wire it back. But honestly, I'm probably just gonna go under here. There's plenty of room. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zip tie it kind of up under here, go under through there, and that's really it. The main thing that I wanted to cover was getting the back panels off. I know I haven't really seen that covered, so I hope that helped you guys. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.